Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm going to show you the Unnecto Snap cell phone. Now, this particular cell phone is considered a quote-unquote dumb phone. It's a very stripped-down phone, but the whole purpose of this phone is just to do basic communication. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open up the box and take a look at what's inside. Now, this particular phone is about 5.5 inches tall and about 2.5 inches wide. And as you can see, this is brand new. Let's peel off the plastic. Okay. Now we have the plastic removed. And it appears that the box is a slide-off box. Yeah, there it is. And let's remove the phone from the plastic. And here we have it. This is the actual phone. Now, when you take a look at the phone, it has the Blackberry style keyboard. It's a physical keyboard. And this is considered a clamshell phone. It has the basic configuration of the Blackberry, the menu button, the back button, the phone call button, and the hang up button. And let's remove the little plastic here. As you can see, this is about a 2.5 inch screen. It appears quite attractive. This is the blue color, and from what I can tell, the back is sort of like a faux leather feel. It's matted, so it's very secure in grip. Here's the I think this is the flashlight, and this is the actual camera. I think this is a 2 megapixel camera, so it's extremely basic, but that's the point of this. This phone is about $70, so let's try out the clamshell function. Okay, now, whoa, this is actually really small, 2 inches by maybe 2 inches, almost a square when you close it. And as you can see, this is a USB-C charging port, and this is probably the microphone and the speaker. Yeah, so it feels pretty solid. It doesn't give a satisfying click when you close it, but you know, that's probably because it's not a super expensive phone, but it's, you know, a decent weight. Not ultralight, but this will easily fit into your any pocket. Now let's see what else they offer. Okay, let's pull this out. And when you pull this out, you see the charger, the wall charger, and then you see a USB-C cord, and then you see the owner's manual over here. So one thing that I can tell you is that this phone doesn't have Wi-Fi connectivity. So if you use this phone, make sure that you have have a tiny little data plan just to get the basic functions working, and also get a text and a voice functionality at your carrier. So, oh yes, and they also have a little pin over here. So later on in my review, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's turned on. Okay, now moving on, let's take a look at the phone and the functions. So this phone doesn't have a SIM card in it, so I'm just going to show you what the menu looks like. Once again, the keyboard down here looks very much like an old-fashioned Blackberry keyboard. So if I press the menu, I press that, and then the next thing I see are the contacts, which is in blue. The phone function, which is the phone icon. This one is the message for text messaging. And then down here, you have the camera app and the video app. So there are two separate apps, one for camera and one for video. And then over here, you have something called Cloud iPhone. Not sure what that is, so I'm going to find out after I get the SIM. And this AI thing, do not know what that is. You have your file explorer over here, and then you have the settings over here. After that, you go on to your next screen. There are 3 screens, by the way. Here's the calendar function where you can put in your calendar items. Remember, none of this syncs with a Google Calendar or Yahoo Calendar or anything like that. It's its own standalone calendar. Oh yes, and another thing is that we don't have Wi-Fi for this phone. So that's what the calendar app looks like. Next we have the audio. If you have some music downloaded onto this, there's actually an SD card that you can put in on the side of the where the SIM tray is. So SD card and SIM and your SIM card can be put in on the side. And then next you have profiles, which means the silent mode or the regular mode. There are several different modes here. You have image, which is the stockpile of all your photos. Next is Bluetooth. So there's some Bluetooth connectivity here. I haven't tried it yet. Over here, this is your video player. Over here, this is your radio player. Now check this out. I think this is really cool. Yeah, this is basically an FM radio. And here's your calculator. And that works with all these buttons down here. And next you have a voice recorder. And then on the final screen, you have your alarm clock that you can set. You have a unit conversion tool. And then you have some kind of stock tracker. And then here's your torch or your flashlight. If I press that, that's my flashlight. It, to be honest, is not very bright. Okay, I gotta turn this off. And then everything you have to do, you have to hit the back button to get back to the menu or the menu button. And finally, you have the Opera mini browser. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be fully functional. It'll probably try to reduce web pages into a very simple text, but there's the gist of it. So yeah, this is a very basic functional phone without Wi-Fi, so you're going to be using your data plan. I can't imagine that this particular phone is going to use that much data anyway, so I think you're probably okay with getting a small data plan for this particular phone. So there you have it, the Unnecto Snap.